Clara solves a core problem that we face as students, taking usable lecture notes without sacrificing real-time understanding. In lectures, you generally face an unavoidable trade-off. Either you first focus on comprehending the professor, or you second try to write everything down. Too few details tend to leave gaps in your understanding, while too many create confusing, hard-to-review notes that fail you during exam preparation. Most note-taking tools don't really address this problem. They either first improve the organization of existing notes to improve comprehension, or second, transcribe recordings and generate AI summaries to improve speed. For example, something like Otter AI. None of those truly help balance speed and comprehension in real time. That's why we built Clara, an intelligent assistant designed specifically for real-time lecture note-taking. The first major Clara feature we'll be discussing is autocomplete mode. Autocomplete mode in Clara works by letting you seamlessly blend your own typing with real-time voice transcription during lectures. As the professor speaks, the transcription appears instantly as gray ghost text at the right of your cursor position, visually distinct from your notes so it doesn't clutter the document. When that transcription appears, you can simply hit tab to accept and insert that ghost text into your notes for a quick inclusion. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate autocomplete mode now by reading out some of my lecture notes for CS 173 while autocomplete mode is on. So here you can go and just see that it started to record my audio literally word for word. Let me read out some of the notes. When writing a proof, there are 4 different situations shown in the table below. We can prove an existential claim by showing a concrete example, or we can disprove a universal claim by showing a concrete counterexample. The other situations require general argument that works when you put value. There you go. I just hit tab and I just got all of those notes auto-completed. In a real-time lecture, I could be typing out these things, and maybe at some point I slow down and lose track of a few words. I hit tab, add those to my notes and continue talking, and then later go back and clean up my notes to make sure that the missing the tab information is more cleanly organized into my notes, and that helps you stay away from a situation where you just miss information from a lecture. We'll be talking about is suggestion mode in Clara. Suggestion mode in Clara enhances your note-taking by intelligently completing your thoughts during lectures, using AI to blend what you've typed with the ongoing audio transcription. This activates when you pause typing for about 1.5 seconds with a live transcript previewing in the bottom bar to monitor the lecture without clutter. Once paused, GPT 5.2 analyzes your typed text and your spoken content, suggesting untyped lecture notes as logically structured text at your cursor. Hitting tab inserts that text seamlessly while typing. Let me continue with the note from CS 173. Let's look at the notes for direct proof of a universal claim now. So I'm just going to start reading those out. Consider this claim for any real numbers, PMQs, or rational that PMQs. Notice that if you have a universal claim, consisting of a statement, the standard direct proof outlines to introduce the variables and seal information in the hypothesis and then reason from there to the conclusion. Now if I hit enter, right, it makes some really well organized logical notes that still transcribe what I just said, which is the claim and the proof approach, and it's like autocomplete, but it actually goes to the effort of organizing the thoughts that the lecturer is saying. The next feature I'll be talking about is Ask Clara. Ask Clara is a critical thinking AI assistant that helps you explore, connect, and synthesize insights across your note collection using retrieval augmented generation. The Ask Clara feature, by asking questions about proofs, as you can see, there's a lot of notes I already added beforehand for different things related to proofs. Let me ask you a general question, something like, when should I use proof by induction versus proof by contradiction? Clearly this is not the easiest question to answer, it takes some insight to answer, but yeah, let's see how the AI performs. So here's the response. It's actually fairly comprehensive. I'm not going to read out the entire thing, of course, but as you can see, it's genuinely really detailed, and it gives you citations for exactly where it gets the pieces of information that it gets. The final feature I'll be talking about is Note Feedback. Note Feedback is an AI-powered critique tool that reviews your notes for missing information, inaccuracies, and lack of specificity. Issues that might be in your notes appear as colored inline highlights with annotation pins right next to them, detailing the problem, explanation, and sources. The AI also generates previewable fixes for replacement or insertion within your notes of Note Feedback for these proof by contradiction notes. It finds an issue here as contradiction, says contradiction doesn't mean it's possible. And it says that this is actually not specific enough, which I mean, fair enough, actually it is not specific enough. And it comes up with a clarification like an insert, and there you go. Ultimately, Clara isn't just about taking notes, it's about reclaiming your attention. We're finally moving past the era where students have to choose between capturing details in a lecture or comprehending them. By leveraging state-of-the-art models like Nova 3 and GPT 5.2, we've created a system that doesn't just transcribe, it understands alongside you. As CS majors at the University of Illinois, Nana and I built this because we needed it, and we know that millions of other students do too. This is Clara, and it's the future of active learning. Thank you.